is going to be a love reading for the sign of Capricorn. We're going to ask what's going on, Capricorn, with your person, whoever it is that you're thinking about while you sit down and watch this reading. This is a general reading, so it will not resonate with everybody. So take what you need and leave the rest. This is what's going on with Capricorn's person. And then we're going to ask, like, what's in the upcoming mutual energy. What's going on with Capricorn's person? It's going to go one more time. Sorry, I'm just hearing one more time, so we're going to go one more time. I always listen if I get that message. Okay, what's going on with Capricorn's person? This actually wanted to be in reverse, so we're going to leave it that way. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Yo! Okay. So, Capricorn, this is like, this is, what's going on with your person is like, there's this energy of learning sort of how to navigate right now. I feel like your person had gone through some kind of loss, right? Where they had been like grieving the loss of something, and they may have been like grieving it for too long. Like this is sort of, when this is upright, this is a person who's kind of stuck in the grieving. You know how like, it's like when you meet someone and they talk about their ex too much and they're still like hung up on it. That's kind of what this energy is, but this is a person coming out of this energy. So this is where this person is finally turning around and they're seeing these two cups behind them. This is where someone starts to like wake up and see things as hopeful again, and especially with the Star card underneath. So this Page of Swords is like, has this, you know, newfound kind of clarity in his hands, but he's not 100% sure like how to navigate it yet. So he's learning. So it's like this person is learning how to wake back up into life again after a long period of grieving. Now, what happened to this person with these knocked over cups? And this was painful, and it might have this person in an energy where they kind of can't decide if they want to sneak away from this or if they want to dive in. They've got like some duality happening, right? Like there's a part of them that wants to like move away, and it's probably fear from whatever happened in their past, whatever it is that they had to really take time to grieve, that they got a little stuck in. But the funny thing is, even in that certain part of them that like wants to go away, that wants to like sneak away, they still want to leave two swords behind because they don't really want to sneak away. There's just like, this is an impulse to sneak away to avoid like coming to the table and like facing the feelings of whatever's going on in this connection. But when this guy sneaks away, he's like leaving two swords to come back to. So he's got like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So I would say like, you know, I don't really recommend dealing with people who are 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But also this person on the flip side, they've got like a strong pull to like dive into this thing, right? So it's almost like these two swords are pulling them more strongly in the direction of like wanting to dive into this connection. And you know, this person is going through a little bit of a rebirth. They're finding their passion again. This is a person who is like I said with this, this is a person who's like coming back to life after something really hard. So, you know, and this is a person who's starting to like, to get a knowing again of like what their dreams and desires are. And when a person is in this like grieving, these 3 cups that are down, it's really hard to forward think and like, like when you're stuck in grieving, you're like anywhere but the future, right? So it's like this person is sort of coming out of that, and they're starting to look at what they want in the future, and like, what are their wishes? What are their dreams? So that's really nice. It's like an opening. This is sort of like a rebirthing, and they've got a little momentum about it, and they've got some passion about it. Yeah. And they're shifting their perspective. I feel like they're coming to a place where they're realizing they want to put the work in. Yeah, this is like a person who's building and they're almost finished, but they're a little tired. Your person might be tired from like working out this grief. They may need a little time out. So you may see a period while this person is, or that you may be in that period right now. Like maybe this person isn't communicating a whole lot because maybe they're trying to get a grasp on like what they really want to do here. And when someone's in Hanged Man, they're not really always communicating that much. They're kind of at a standstill, and they're assessing their thoughts, but they're getting a new perspective, which is nice. This is like perspective shifting. So, this is shifting for them. This is shifting for them. This is shifting. So I feel like your person, they're still in it a little bit. But they're heading right out of it. It's like they're on the precipice of like diving back into life again, if that makes sense. So I don't know, you know your person's story. You probably have a better idea of like what they've been through. But just know that like whatever happened to them in the past may give them that little edge of like not being able to get in with both feet, but they want to come to the edge and dive in. They do. They're like, there's a big part of them that's ready for this, that's ready to like dive in, but also be mindful when this is here. You have to stay mindful that this is in existence here, because this is like, there's something in a person that's like making them waver back and forth. So you just want to have an awareness of that. If your person's not talking to you right now, that's probably what they're juggling right now. They're probably trying to really just sort out, like, do they want to get into something that could potentially like cause them to be stuck in that grieving mode again? Like that can be really scary when you've gone through like a big grieving process. We all know, we've all like gone through heartbreak. So right now we're going to ask Capricorn, what's coming up around the bend in this connection, in the mutual energy, in the near future. So I'm asking for like up to the next few months, but this could be a week, this could be a month, this could be 2 months. I don't know your timeline. I can't possibly be accurate with like multiple people's timelines. Everyone's timeline is going to be different, but I'm framing it up to the next few months. And my shuffling is crap today. Probably gonna get in trouble too for cussing on YouTube, but it's all right. Okay, this is for Capricorn and their person. What's coming up in the mutual energy around the bend? I'm gonna go one more time. Okay, what's coming up for Capricorn and their person in the near future? Gotta flip over there. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, let's keep going. I'm just gonna see if those want to come back out. They can, but it's too many at once. Just gonna get one more card. So, I mean, it's like there's a couple things going on here in the near future. It's like there's some momentum with the passion aspect of this thing in the mutual energy, but you know, and the Empress being here. Oh, okay. Let's see what we got here. There's a lot going on here, but this wants to be here, so we will take it. Okay. Yeah, it's like there's still some stuff going on. you know, Empress is here, she's bringing a lot of balance. Yeah, it's like your person may be sort of finding their Empress mode, and I would say while your person is kind of navigating whatever their internal stuff is, I would say this is a call to you to stay into your Empress mode, Capricorn, like where you do things that you enjoy, do your self-care, do everything that makes you feel joy so that you can be whole in or out of this connection or any connection, really. I mean, that is the goal, to love yourself so much that that you can kind of navigate these like ups and downs with other people without losing yourself. So, you know, get into yourself, get into what you love to do. And instead of like sitting by that phone and waiting, if that's what it is, don't do that. You know, get into doing what you love. Take care of you. Fill up your own cups so that you can stay balanced. Yeah, but there is some momentum here, but also there's still some conflict. You got a Five of Wands and a Five of Swords. There's still some conflict here. This can be like very self-sabotaging energy. So I don't know if this is your person or this is you, or this might be both of you, to kind of get into fear and competitive mode where there's like conflict and chaos for no real reason. And then you've got this here where there's like there might be like an energy of like both of you just wanting to be right, needing to be right in discussions. It's interesting. It's almost like arguing going on, you know, or conflict going on. And this is almost like unfair fighting. This is where somebody just needs to be right. This is like a win at all costs type of energy. So hopefully, you know, I don't know if this is mutual, if you're both kind of like this, or if it's just your person, or maybe it's you. I don't know. But like, heads up on this type of energy. Like, sometimes peace is better than being right. And, you know, if someone's coming in like this, that's a no-go on dealing with this type of energy. Somebody who's just willing to kind of like, you know, not really care how somebody else feels after an argument just because they're just like happy to be right. And that's like the point of it. That's a win at all costs energy. But you do have Temperance coming in here to balance this out. This is balance of head and heart. So Temperance may be coming in here to like soften out these energies. You know, you just have to watch and be mindful. I'd say more than ever with these conflict cards coming out, take care of you. Take care of you. Take care of you. Do your self-care. Stay in your Empress mode. Empress does not like, stoop down to low vibing energy. So stay in your softness, but also in your strength, but in your strength with softness. You don't need to engage in like conflict for no reason. If this is sort of what's coming up in the energy, there is going to be some direct communication, and it's possible that with this communication there will be some kind of release of rigidity, some release of like holding on to too tightly, or a need to, because this is the guy that's sort of standing in between the conflict and the wish fulfillment and the sun energy, right? So there's some indication here of a need to let go of things that don't work, things, this is holding on out of a fear of loss. So if anyone's holding on because of a fear of loss, there's an indication here of there's a possibility for wish fulfillment in this connection, and there's a possibility for love and joy and healing and warmth and all of that. But to get there, there's got to be some like loosen up of whatever it is that on both sides that you guys are afraid to let go of, afraid to lose. This is like a miser. This is a miser who like holds on so tight to his money because he's so scared to lose it. But this can be in terms of love. This can be in terms of time, energy, anything. So this is like a fear of loss. This is holding on too tight out of a fear of loss. So if you have any of this going on, loosen the grip. Empress is not afraid of what goes because she knows more will come, right? she is able to create her own destiny. So know that, like, you've got to get clarity on that. You can create your own destiny, right? So yeah, this is kind of like impeding this energy, but this energy is there. Like, this is the possibility on the journey, is the Nine of Cups and Sun, which is like, it's like total wish fulfillment, yeah, at the end of it. But there's got to be communication. There's got to be clear communication, and there's got to be like an opening of vulnerability. And I'll say that one way to kind of navigate this Four of Pentacles is if you, Capricorn, can open up and be vulnerable on your side, be a little bit soft and expressive of your like authentic feelings, what's going on for you. It can soften up the path for your person to open up and be able to kind of let go and talk about what's going on for them. So I would say there's a call for vulnerability, and you can definitely get that ball rolling when it comes to communicating with your person. Always when you're able to get a little more vulnerable. And this is not about saying like, oh, I feel like you're like this and like that. No, it doesn't have to do with that. That's not a way to open up vulnerability in dialogue. The way to do that is to simply say, I feel sad. I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling disappointed. I feel excited. I feel, just naming your feelings without going into detail about what it being caused by the other person, right? Just simply stating how you're feeling opens up the path for the other person to feel safe and express their vulnerability and what's going on inside of them. And I think that if you're able to open up and be vulnerable, you'll probably see some warmth and vulnerability on your person's side. But we'll have to like follow this out in progressive readings with this conflict energy in here. I'm not going to say this is going to be a super easy path, but don't engage. If this type of competitive stuff is coming up in this connection, I would say don't engage. Deep breath, put it down, and come back when you can dialogue in a clear way without emotion. Like this is like hyped up ego emotional conflict, and Queen of Swords is able to come in calmly and talk about it without a lot of emotion involved. She doesn't come in with a lot of emotion. She's very controlled. She's not hurtful with her words, but she's able to just sit down and talk about what it is. So I would say try to stick in this type of energy. Like if it gets heated, don't like go deeper into it. Come back when you're able to be more vulnerable and open, and then have dialogue with your person. All right, Capricorn, that's your reading. Hopefully this resonated with you. If it did, you can feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow the channel. If it did not, you can always check out your sun, moon, and rising. You might find more information in your other placements. But ultimately, I just want to thank you for coming out and receiving this reading and supporting my channel. I'm super grateful, and I'm so happy that you came out to listen to this reading today. All right, take care, Capricorn.